Regardless of what statistical software that you use for an analysis, you should mention the name of the software that you used within your research paper. But what type of inline citation should you use? And how should you reference it on your references page? Depending upon the type of software, you may need only an in-text citation, but not a reference. According to the 6th edition of the APA Publication Manual, reference entries are not necessary for standard software and programming languages, such as Microsoft Word, Excel, Java, Adobe Photoshop, and even SAS and SPSS. So in case you were ever wondering whether SPSS qualifies as standard software, it does. It is mentioned by name right in the APA manual. So then, how do we cite SPSS in our text? In text, give the proper name of the software along with the version number. So SPSS needs a citation in text, but not a reference on your references page. For example, I might write, "The data were analyzed using IBM SPSS Statistics, version 25, predictive analytics software." That seems straightforward, right? Full name of the software followed by the version number in parentheses. You would not include the reference to IBM Corporation because SPSS is standard software. On the other hand, if you were using a more specialized or obscure software, like the JASP program for your analysis, or a specialized R package, you would write something like this: name of the software, followed by the version number, and a reference. Both are in parentheses. Because JASP is not standard software, it would require a reference. But what if, for some reason, you wanted to include a reference for SPSS? Or what if I wanted to cover creating a reference for SPSS, perhaps because other style manuals do require adding a reference? This is where it matters what version of SPSS that you used. Since 1968, back when SPSS stood for Statistical Package for Social Sciences, SPSS was owned by SPSS Incorporated and headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, USA. But in 2009, SPSS was purchased by IBM, which is located in Armonk, New York, USA. And the name was changed to IBM SPSS Statistics. This has implications for your references. SPSS versions 18 and earlier would be referenced in Chicago. Versions 19 and later would be referenced in New York. IBM keeps a page about referencing current and past versions of their software. I have included links in the description below. If you use BibTech, the BibTech code for version 25 would look like this. This is also in the video description. If you use Microsoft Word for your research papers, you could look into the BibTech for Word package. Again, links are in the description below. And that is how you cite and reference IBM SPSS Statistics in APA style.